Hola, ¿qué tal? En la última clase de nivel intermedio vimos las frases condicionales. Hoy vamos a ver unas expresiones con frases condicionales. In the last intermediate level Spanish lesson, we looked at conditional sentences, what they are and how to construct them in Spanish. In this follow-on class, we will look at some typical Spanish phrases that use the conditional. These are structures that you will hear a lot in everyday Spanish conversation, so it is well worth practicing with them and trying to remember as many as you can. Remember that unlike the past, future, and present tenses, the conditional tense doesn't always refer to a particular period of time. Verbs in el condicional don't refer to events that definitely or necessarily have happened or are happening. They refer to hypothetical acts. Let's look now at the phrases. To say unless, you can say salvo que and then the verb in subjuntivo. So if you want to say don't take the car unless it is strictly necessary. In Spanish you can say no cojas el coche salvo que sea estrictamente necesario. Another way to say unless is a no ser que and then the verb in subjuntivo. So if you want to say I'm not going to his party unless he calls me, then you'll say no voy a ir a su fiesta a no ser que me llame. And another way to say unless is excepto que and then the verb in subjuntivo. So for example, if you want to say I won't use my new umbrella unless it rains, then you'll say excepto que llueva, no estrenaré mi nuevo paraguas. Another way to say unless is to say excepto si or salvo si. And because we are using the word si, you'll have to use the rules of si to know whether to use indicativo or subjuntivo. If after excepto si or salvo si you need to know a verb in present tense, you'll use indicativo, and if it is in past tense, you'll use subjuntivo. So if you want to say, I will call you unless I'm not at home, you'll say, te llamaré excepto si no estoy en casa. O te llamaré salvo si no estoy en casa. And if you want to say, I thought I couldn't come back unless the political situation changed, then you'll say, pensaba que no podría volver excepto si la situación política cambiase. O, with salvo si, pensaba que no podría volver salvo si la situación política cambiase. If you want to say whenever or every time, you'll say siempre que with a verb in subjuntivo. So whenever you want is siempre que quieras. The expression only if is siempre y cuando with a verb in subjuntivo. So if you want to say only if he comes, this is siempre y cuando venga. The expression provided that in Spanish is con tal de que with a verb in subjuntivo. So if you want to say provided that you return it, this in Spanish is con tal de que lo devuelvas. And if you want to say on the condition that, in Spanish is a condición de que, and then you use the verb in subjuntivo. So if you want to say, on the condition that you call, you'll say, a condición de que llames. Now, let's review the Spanish third conditional and see some expressions that you can use with it. So the third conditional is with the word si, then a verb in pluscuamperfecto de subjuntivo, and then a verb in conditional compuesto. So if you want to say, if you had studied, you would have passed. In Spanish, you'll say, si hubieras estudiado, habrías aprobado. Another way to say the same is using the word de, then using a verb in infinitivo compuesto, and the other verb in condicional compuesto. So the same sentence, if you had studied, you would have passed, you can say in this other way. De haber estudiado, habrías aprobado. But let's see now some different expressions. You could use the word si, and then the verb llegar a in present tense, then the main verb in infinitive, and the other verb in condicional compuesto o presente de indicativo. So let's see some examples. If you want to say, if I had known it, I wouldn't have come. Then you can say, si lo llego a saber, no habría venido. And if you want to say, if I had known it, I wouldn't have come. You can say it also in this way. Si lo llego a saber, no vengo. And another expression, you can use si, and then presente de indicativo, and then in the second one, again, presente de indicativo. So again with the sentence, if I had known it, I wouldn't have come, you can also say, si lo sé, no vengo. I hope very much that you are enjoying my intermediate level Spanish course and are clear on all the topics we have covered so far. If you notice that you have some gaps in your knowledge, you might want to review some of the topics that I am also covering in my beginner level Spanish course, which you can also find here on the Transparent Language website. If you are feeling particularly confident and want to push your Spanish onto the next level, you can also take a look at my advanced level Spanish course available here on the website, in which I speak and write completely in Spanish. At whatever level you are currently at, the most important thing is to take things at your own pace and to keep yourself motivated and interested at all times. Enjoy your Spanish!